All right, so if you guys are seeing this live somewhere, I'm going to refresh Facebook here and see if we're actually live here. I think
I'm seeing it.
you're seeing it? Okay, my computer's, I guess it's just so much going on here. Um, Hang on here, guys. I'm just going to double check because I don't want to miss it and then we don't record it or whatever. Okay, it looks like we're live on YouTube and we are live inside of the Facebook group. Awesome.
Hey,
So,
everyone.
hey, how's it going, everybody? I will turn on the chat here. Oh, wow, the chat's coming through as well. Awesome. All right, so we're just going to get started here, and it's awesome to see so many of you guys are joining in today on today's live stream.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Robert, Robin, Callan, Robert. Yes, thanks for joining in here with us, guys. It looks like where the numbers are slowly climbing in here. So, yeah, I'm gonna pull. I'm sorry, guys. I've just got so many screens going on here. Kevin, is it showing like a full screen of the slide?
It says parts of the slide didn't load. Try reloading.
Show anyway. Oh boy. Okay, not sure why it's not. All right, well, I guess we'll just do it like this. Let me try one more time.
Try it again, yeah.
Google.
Oh, technology.
All right,
We can see
well,
it there. That's
yeah,
fine.
exactly. I'll close this at least. All right.
There we go.
Well, thanks for
And
all you guys.
sorry, maybe just before you start, if you just bump with the plus sign in the left corner just to make it a little bit bigger.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. Good point. Sorry, guys. The green one? This one?
Wait. Can you zoom in or not? Maybe you
Yes,
can't.
I can. Oh, yes, that's what you're
There we
talking
go.
about.
Yeah.
Let's see here. 200? Oh, too big. 100. No. Oh, weird. When I start zooming, oh man, what's going on here today?
Okay.
Oh man, we're totally failing. Okay, let me refresh it. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting some messages here. Tag somebody. Is it showing up now?
Everyone? Yes, and it's fit, so it's good.
Oh,
Perfect.
is it?
Yep, now it's fit, like it's the good size.
Okay. All right. So now that we're over all this technical hurdle, we're trying to talk about something technical here, and we can't even get this working. Thanks for all you guys who are joining us today. I'm trying to still look for my screen here. So we're about to talk about a huge update that both Kevin and I have been working on. It's for Pebble, and if you guys aren't sure what Pebble is, it is a app that helps you streamline and centralize your entire land investing. So it goes from the whole deal flow, from getting out your mailers, all the way to generating your documents and your closing docs and a lot of different stuff goes on in there. But today we're going to talk about the custom property fields that we've updated. We actually just pushed that out. Was it yesterday, Kevin?
Yeah, I believe so. Yesterday or the day before. So it's been there waiting, but we haven't really promoted it. So now's the time to show the world.
Yes. So once in a while we'll sort of come on here and we do our monthly update roundups as well. Sorry for the noise. I'm working at home today, so we'll once in a while be doing the monthly updates. But once in a while, when we do have major updates like this, we do want to make sure we share this with you. This was sort of a highly requested feature, and we were able to get this live pretty quickly. Kevin, do you want to talk a little bit about it? And what we'll do after is we'll quickly summarize about it and talk a little about it. And we actually have a recorded video, which we're going to just stream live here. And then we'll go into taking question and answers, whether it's about the custom property fields or anything revolving around Pebble, or heck, even about REI conversions in general, if you'd like to know more. But let me just go to this slide here. So Kevin, you want to start talking about this?
Yeah, so the reasoning behind this feature is because we know that everybody runs their business a little bit differently. So some people They're doing their own title searches. Some people are using title companies. Some people are working in states that have major like flood zone issues that you have to watch out for, and others are working in deserts where there's no floods to worry about. Um, so instead of trying to build everybody's data into our app and sort of overwhelming everybody, we sort of said, how can we build a system that lets people capture only the data that they need and then let them customize that to exactly the way their business operates. And so we've done that through this custom fields feature. So what are custom fields? So every property within Pebble now has the option to basically have any data that you want to capture about that property. You can add custom fields. So any property, you can add those details. You can import those custom fields through your spreadsheet. So if you're used to importing the campaign CSVs that you get from either a list source or you get from the county, you can also now import those custom fields. So whether it's like a flood zone map or title document searches that you want to import, you can do any of that. Custom document placeholders. So once you have this data associated with your properties, you want to be able to use that when you're generating your docs. So on closing documents or contracts or deeds, if you need to list some of that information, you can do that right inside in the template editor, and then that data will show up when you print out your documents. Another thing that we wanted to provide is the ability for people to sort of build checklists for their team. So if you've got a VA team and you need to call the county and verify taxes, and you need to look up the latest deed from the county, and you need to schedule a title report. These are like things that are common to basically every property, and we wanted to give you sort of a ability to add a checklist to your property details, where a VA can just go in there and check those off, and then you can very easily see where you're at in the process, and your whole team can see that and have visibility into that. And the cool part about this is we're sort of excited to see what people will use it for, because we know that everybody has a little bit different way of running their business. And so we think that this is really going to let you customize Pebble to exactly the way you want to run your business. And I'm honestly curious to see what kind of data people start capturing on their properties and how those workflows go. So we're interested in hearing feedback from people as you start using it, and hope to kind of add to this as we go.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things, and I've gotten a chance to jump on a lot of calls with you guys too that are either getting started with Pebble or have interest in Pebble, and it's one of those things where a lot of you guys have VAs that you're working with and other team members that are doing, like today. I launched a new podcast on that I did with Joe Schmidt about his processes, and this is a really good example. So you can easily, with each and every one of those properties that you have brought into Pebble, you can now customize, say, and you'll see this in the demo. You can have a specific form, literally almost a form, right, Kevin, that a specific VA needs to fill out. That section is just dedicated for them. There's a lot of different ways you can use it. You can get really creative, but it's really simple and intuitive. I really liked what we ended up here putting together. So I think again, a lot of you will end up actually using this for your teams and VAs as you assign tasks and get your team used to using the entire system here with Pebble. So we actually have a video here we can stream live. I've never done this before, and my computer is like, the fan is just running so fast here. So if you guys have questions, please save it to the end. It's just a few minute video here. We're going to be here. You'll see us still live streaming here. So once I hit play, the funny thing is, I was telling Kevin, I can't pause it. I can't really stop it. So it's just got to run through. So basically, it's a video of Kevin talking you through exactly how this works and what kind of things you can do with it and how it looks. And then again, once you have your questions, we'll end the video and then we'll continue discussing and answer questions along the way. So I am going to unspotlight this. Oh, and then here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hi everyone, Kevin here from Pebble, and today we're going to show you how to add custom fields to your properties. We know that every business is a little bit unique, and we want to allow you to add the data that you need to run your business. So let's get started. Here we have the property overview page, which captures some basic information about your property, including the APN, county, acreage, and some information about the owner. Now, what if we want to add some more detailed information about our property, specifically to the way that we run our business? So what we can do is go over here to the settings page, then click property settings, and down here on property fields, we can add as many fields as we want, and those fields will show up on our properties. So here we've got some basic property details like the use code, subdivision, account number, and some owner details here as well. But we can add as many of these as we want. So we can add a new section. Let's say we'll call this due diligence. And we'll add some fields to this. So first one we'll say access. And we're going to make this a drop-down list, and it's going to ask us for some options for the list. We can also give these drop-downs specific colors, so we'll say red, blue, yellow, and red. Okay, we'll create that field, and then we'll add another one for verified property taxes. And we'll make this one a checklist, a checkbox. Create that field. And one more, we'll say title search completed.
Thanks, Andy.
And we'll also make that a checkbox. So now we have 3 new fields in our due diligence checklist. And if we go back to our property overview page, we can see as we scroll down that we'll see due diligence checklist in that page. And if I click here on edit the property, I've got the ability to change the access. I can check the boxes whether I've completed the verification of property taxes. I've done a title search. I can check those. And then as I save them, they will display correctly here. One great thing about custom fields is that we can use them in our document templates. So to make those available in our document templates, we'll go back to our property settings screen, and on any custom field that we want to make available to our templates, we'll open it up and click Add Placeholder for Document Templates. We'll click Save, and we'll do that for any field that we want to make available to our documents. So we'll do that also for access. And we'll save that. And now, if we go to our templates, we'll select this outbound sale and purchase contract. And then let's say I wanted to print out the subdivision right here. So we'll say, put an enter there and just say subdivision. And then up here in insert placeholder, we'll scroll down to property details subdivision. We can also do the same for any other custom field that we have. So we'll save that. We'll go back to our properties, our property screen, and then click Documents. We'll add a document. Click My Outbound Sale and Purchase Contract. We'll click Save. And we can see that the value of our subdivision placeholder was inserted from the custom value that was added on our custom field. So if we go back to the overview, that was added down here in this property details section. Today we showed you how to add custom fields to your properties and how to use those custom fields inside your document templates. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us via email or on Facebook, and we'd be happy to help. Happy land hunting.
All right. And I will pull that back up. And I'll pull this back up. All right. So that's essentially how sort of it works with the property custom fields. I keep saying, sometimes I say custom property fields, but property custom fields here. Let's probably just jump into questions, and if you guys have any questions, I guess Kevin, we could pull up a screen and sort of live demo this, right?
Yeah, and actually we've even got some more changes coming.
Yeah, right. That wasn't even in that video.
Yeah, so I can pull. Well, let me just pull up my.
Sure, I'm gonna stop this part like this. Turn off this,
and then share screen.
And then we'll spotlight.
That wasn't it. Enable camera, share screen. Okay, here we go. Application window. Chrome. Yes, share it. There we go. Okay, can you guys see my screen here?
Yes.
Okay, great. So yeah, like you saw in the video, we've got these sections where we can add as many fields as we want.
Kevin, sorry, do you mind hitting your Command plus sign so we zoom in one time? Yeah,
good.
Perfect.
Is that good? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So one thing that we didn't mention in the video that I also wanted to bring up for those who are here is that if you would like to import these values from your spreadsheets, you can do that. So if you click this, click on a custom field, and then click this add column for campaign list imports. This basically will make this field available when you're importing your campaign list. So where you can select to match up the headers of your spreadsheet, this will just become another field that you can select, or that you can match up to your spreadsheet. Yeah.
Awesome.
And then we're also making some changes to the way that the property overview page works, just to make it a little bit more streamlined. I think you saw in the video, basically I had to, when I clicked edit, it would take me to another page to like type in all that stuff. And it was a little bit kind of disjointed. So now, this isn't shipped yet, but hopefully by tomorrow or maybe early next week, this will be ready. If you just click edit, basically this property page turns into a form right here. So you can go in and
start editing on the go.
Yeah, change your things right there, and save it. And then you've got your property details. And then same for all of your custom fields. So I can click edit here, and these are all custom fields. It's got dates, checkboxes, drop downs, and you can save it right there. And it just kind of works in line.
One of the things that I get, it's a question that I get asked often. I never I guess it surprises me, but a lot of you guys work on your mobile as well. So what you just saw, ooh, we're going through a warp hole there. All this is super snappy on the mobile as well. Oops, a little sticky on there. So you can actually edit all of this on the fly. Just add an icon on your desktop or on your home screen on your mobile, and you can actually do this on the fly, whether yourself or the VA. I was just demoing the other day to a couple other people how to add a lead really quickly through your phone if somebody ever called, and you're taking that call. You can load it up right away, and it's all mobile responsive. And again, it's super snappy on the phone as well. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, let's just jump right into the questions. We got a ton of questions here, and guys, keep the questions coming, and then we'll go through them one at a time. And I'll try to sort of pull it up on the screen here. First question here. Do you have a way to bulk generate your contracts / offers?
So the current way that we generate offers is basically through the campaigns. So if you're looking to mail out a bunch of offers, you basically create a campaign, upload your campaign spreadsheet, and then you assign a template to that campaign, and then every day you can send out a certain number of mailers for the template that you selected. So whether that's a blind offer or a neutral letter, we're going to be adding postcards here in a little bit. Now, in terms of generating contracts and offers, I assume this means like you want to be able to just download a stack of PDFs, like of every property that you've got selected. Is that what I'm understanding here?
Uh, yeah, whoever asked that, I'm trying to pull up the names here. Sorry, one sec. If you can clarify that down below, and we'll sort of come back to that question. I'm not sure myself exactly. So whoever asked that,
Yes.
please
Okay.
clarify that.
Yes. So yeah. So today we don't have the ability to like download a bunch of PDFs to send to a mailing house. Okay. Yeah, that's a tricky feature because those PDFs are a little bit large, so it would be a big download if you had like 5,000 properties.
And I'm
So
wondering what would the use case be?
so it's he said here to send to another mailing house. So like you generate the contracts in Pebble and then download them as like a big PDF, like
Oh, right. Okay.
many PDFs, and then send those to a mailing house. We yeah, docx 2 we could do that. But if the tricky part there is if you had a very large list, that's going to be a lot of documents, and we have to make sure that we don't cause any issues with that. So this is something we're thinking about, how to best let people export data. Right, do a bunch at a time. Okay.
I would
Yeah,
say
so we'll have to think about this a little bit.
with a lot of the features you guys request, keep them coming. It's obviously the more we hear from you guys, the more we're going to pay attention, not pay attention, but put priority on those features. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of different feature requests as well. So keep them coming, and it's definitely something that me and Kevin discuss a lot about. So. Right now, we definitely don't have a solid answer for that, and we don't have the capability to export PDFs at this moment.
Well, you can export them one by one.
Yes, right. Not bulk, not bulk
doing
export.
like a bulk export.
Yeah, right.
But if you mail within Pebble, then it's very easy to just send out a whole campaign of letters. So.
And the thing is, when you're sending out, these are contracts. He's saying contracts and offers. So with our contracts, like, I mean, yeah, even you're able to send off one-offs with Pebble inside of there.
Yeah, you can mail a single contract.
Yeah.
But generating like a big stack of contracts at once is currently not something that we have. But
I don't believe a lot of mailhouse will take a stack of PDFs to print either.
Yeah, they normally take a spreadsheet,
right? And they'll do the merging. So, anyways, that's something we'll definitely keep in mind. Next question here: can we use these fields in landing pages or forms on websites? Can we use these fields? I mean, so I'm assuming when you're talking about like landing pages, no. Now, with what we're doing in terms of an integration with REI land list sites, that is something we're looking at to be able to see if we can pull some of those custom fields through. But because the way that our REI land list is, the default template itself, it has to contain those fields that you're going to be pulling through. So
we're going to be building a more integrated connection to the REI websites. So this is something that we're thinking about and how to pull in some of that information. Right now, it'll pull in the basic lead information, so like the contact details of the person that's submitting the lead. And then, of course, you'll have, once you attach that to a property, which it should do automatically, you'll be able to view the full submission from the website. We did need to figure out how to potentially pull some of that.
Oh, sorry.
Some of that information.
I might have misunderstood these. Sorry. So you're right. So you're talking about form submissions then.
Yeah, fields and landing pages and forms on the website. Yeah. And we're also going to be adding the custom fields to our Zapier integration. So if you have a Zapier integration where you're sending your property details to some other place like your website or whatever Zapier supports, we are going to allow you to export those custom field values. So you'll be able to pull that into other places.
Yep.
I think just going back to I think it's Marcos is talking about the PDF with pictures. Marcos, if you can send us that PDF that you're trying to add, there's a few things that we sort of have to tweak if you're uploading a lot of pictures. So if you just want to email us that PDF, and we can try on our end to build out something that will work for you. So.
Okay, I'll go to the next question here. So you set up the ability to have others sign in with various permissions. Example, virtual assistants. Oh,
that is coming. So we currently, you just get one username and password for Pebble, which you'll just, at this point, just need to share with your VAs. Yeah. We are very soon going to be adding additional users, so you can add kind of limited users, user accounts on your account. So that is coming, so stay tuned for that.
Right now, if you want to securely share passwords, you could use something like LastPass. I would suggest to just share that for now and share access to that. Mm-hmm. Okay, somebody says, please demo generation of documents for offers/contracts.
Sure.
I think we have a video on that somewhere on YouTube, no?
Yeah, we do. Were we specifically looking for the custom fields in there?
Okay, we can come back to that one and perhaps demo that at the end there.
Yeah, and the video did show us generating a contract for a property with some custom field data in there. So,
okay, can I just send one-page offer instead of a cover letter? Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. I think just go into your go into the template editor, whatever your offer letter is, and you can just delete the first page. Just like select whatever is in the first page and delete it, and then when you preview it should just show up as a one-page contract.
Yep. Applying on Facebook, you can create a one-page offer in the templates. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Yes. Nope. Sorry. When I send out offers, I do a bunch of this. Oh, sorry. These are just comments here. I use Investment Dominator. Okay, great. If you are interested in coming over from Investment Dominator, we can help you import your data from Investment Dominator as well. Okay, somebody said contracts, not bad, but offers for 20 people at once is the question.
I think that's was Marcos following up on the.
Okay, got you.
Things, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
This one, yeah.
Okay, we'll keep going. Can do bulk offers created? Okay, here. Can bulk offers be created and moved over as a second campaign to do a bulk mailing?
Bulk offers be created and moved over to a second campaign to bulk mailing.
I'm wondering if this means can you run 2 campaigns at once?
Yes.
So yeah, we absolutely can do that. In fact, you can do as many campaigns as you'd like. You can mail out to multiple counties at once. But yeah, let us know if you can clarify this question. For some reason, I can't load up my Facebook, so I can't see the names here. Kevin, if you can, then yeah, if you can find out. I'll go to the next question for now. What is the process for generating a contract through Pebble, but then downloading it to send via email / sign now, etc.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
as opposed to generating one-off contracts to mail via USPS.
Yep. So when you generate your contracts, so like you saw me in the demo video, if you go to properties, go to documents, create a new document, and then once you save that document, it'll load just as kind of a screenshot of the document, and then up in the right corner it'll say download. So you can just click that download button. It'll download the PDF to your computer with the property details filled out in there. And then you can upload that into Sign Now or another document signing service. This might be a few months down the road, but we are looking into integrating with a signing service. So it would be nice if you could just like click a button to send it to like email it with a signature option on there. That's something we're thinking about. No solid plans yet, but stay tuned for that.
Okay. Sorry, here we got a lot of stuff going. I'm losing my place here. I'm going to go back one. This is from Carlos. I tried uploading a 5-page PDF with pictures to mail it as a letter / offer. It didn't work. It showed up okay, but when I click preview, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, it's Carlos. If you can just send that PDF that you'd like to upload or that you'd like to add to us, we'll do our best to try to replicate that PDF in your account. We should be able to make something work there.
Yeah, just email hello@pebblerei.com and we'll have a look at that one. Here we go. It sucks it doesn't show the whole thing here, but it says, from one of the mailers I sent via mail Pebble, I need to resend an amended purchase agreement, then email the agreement with a lower price as it had liens and taxes. So then we should send a one-off PDF email for amendments.
Yes, so
yeah,
you can create multiple purchase agreements for one property. So you just go to that property again, create a new purchase agreement, adjust the price on that new purchase agreement, save it, and then in your property you'll see two. You'll see the original and then the new amended one, and then you can download that and email it to the property owner.
Someone asked, is there a feature to signal the property had returned mail so that we can go and skip trace later?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think the best way to handle that is to add a stage to hold that. So you've got the stages, which are like active, due diligence, marketing, purchase, sold. If you added a new one that's like skip trace or needs lookup or something like that, then that will let you filter. You'll be able to filter your property list for all the properties that are in that stage, so you can do them all at once, and then that should just.
And there is also tracking that you can sort of see per piece as well. Would they be able to see if it's returned though? So all our mail gets verified through USPS first before it goes out. So if it's not a verified address, you will be notified that it was not sent.
Right. In your campaigns, it'll say
failed
because the address was not deliverable.
Then what you can do is mark those and then put them in a certain stage and then go ahead and skip trace those ones.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah, if you go into your campaign, so if you have a campaign and you're sending a bunch of mail every night, when you go into that campaign, at the end of it, you'll see that there's going to be a like 20 or 30 or maybe more failed sends. Basically, we tried to send it, and the U.S. Postal Service said that the address is not deliverable. So when that happens, we just don't send it because it's likely going to result in a yellow offer returned letter. So what you can do in your campaign is just sort your campaign by that status column, and you'll see all 20 failed ones.
Actually, Kevin, do you mind sharing your screen? And then we'll
just
feature your screen, and then we can keep answering questions with the Pebble screen on.
Yeah, good.
Let me
do this. Okay, can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you go in here, and so this is my campaign, and you've got the status. So some of these were sent, and then yes, some of them failed, and this is because the address for this person is not legit. So if you sort this by status, you'll now see all your failed properties at the top, and then it's very easy to just go through here and change the addresses. You can either click into the property and do a skip trace and change their address there, or that's probably the best way. And once you change the address, you can just come back up here to preview and send, and click send now, and then it'll work that way. So
yeah, awesome.
Makes sense.
Okay, so edited comment here. Can neutral letters be coded as offers and move over as a second campaign to do a bulk mailing? Suggestion to the earlier question, Sharonda. Still not sure, Sharonda. Let me see what.
So you can run 2 campaigns. I'm a little confused what the bulk means, but
yeah, I'm trying to pull up the original question. Sharonda, if you want, I can jump on a call with you afterwards or sometime and sort of directly answer your question there for you. There might be some miscommunication, misunderstanding in terms of the terms that you're using. Okay, last question here. I think you will have much easier time with this call if and when you can see who is generating the comments. This is Lance. Yeah, so we're using a software that allows us to, we get all of the messages from outside the Facebook and on our YouTube as well. So I know, I wish we had the names on here. So I apologize for not being able to know the names here. And I think it sort of anonymizes it because when we broadcast it up here, then it doesn't show the name. But anyways, some of the failed addresses can be corrected, but even the verified addresses will lead to some portion of your letters getting returned. If you use virtual mailbox, then you'll be notified of a returned letter. But at least that way you won't have to whole mailbox. Oh, you won't have your whole mailbox flooded with a larger campaign. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in that case, if you would like to track mail that is, or properties that are getting returned, probably the best way to handle that is to go to your properties again, go to property settings, and then add, you can just make one of these stages or add a new stage and call this like needs skip trace.
Oh, I think someone's answering. Sorry, Lance is actually answering Rob's question there. I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you added this needs skip trace thing, and then when a letter comes back, you could look up that property, throw it into that needs skip trace stage, and then it would be, you could just let a bunch of these pile up, and then at some point you could search for your need skip trace, and then just go through and do all your skip tracing at once, and then resend your letters.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Any more questions that you guys want to throw our way? And sorry about the whole naming thing. I think I'm continuing to butcher everybody's questions and comments. Not sure who is sending what, so I apologize for that. But is there any other questions you guys want to toss our way? Feel free. We'll wait here for another minute or so. At the same time, if you want to give Pebble a try, you can create a free account today for 14-day trial under pebblerei.com. Again, you can just open an account today and actually start sending mailing without having to need to pay for the service. When you sort of there you go. That answered my question. Skip trace stage. Yeah, you can have as many stages as you want. You can customize as many stages as you need. It's all inside the settings there. Do you find it worthwhile to skip trace these return leads or just move on to more offers? From
Personally, for me, I don't worry about the skip traces.
Yeah.
I know some people who have been very successful doing that. I'm more on the side of if their address is old and they've moved a long time ago, it might not be worth tracking them down. But for some people, it makes worthwhile. I personally don't do it, but
All right. I think that is it. Again, if you guys want to give things a spin and give things a try, go ahead. You can also email us at hello@pebblerei.com if you have any other questions. We are still going to be doing a monthly update roundup at the end of this month. Feel free to book a tour as well. You can always book a tour with myself and give you a one-on-one tour and demo of Pebble and answer any more specific questions you might have. You can find the tour link right at the very top of our homepage at pebblerei.com. Well, I think that sort of wraps everything up. If there's no more questions here, I really appreciate all you guys showing up. And man, there was a lot of you guys that showed up this time around. So thanks again. If you guys have any other questions, you guys know where we're at. Kevin, any last words here?
no. I would just say get into Pebble and start playing around with the custom fields. If you have any feedback or suggestions or issues that you run into, please let us know. We really do enjoy watching people use these features and kind of learning how people use it for their business. So please give us good feedback, and we'll be happy to make changes where necessary and keep things moving. Keep her moving.
All right, guys. Thanks again, and we will talk to you guys soon.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Thanks, everyone.